Hey, what's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? I'm here. It took me a little longer than it should have, but I'm here. It wasn't until about half an hour ago that I realized I hadn't eaten yet. And I couldn't get this stream going on an empty stomach, so the game is already underway. Helliebuck is in net for Team USA. I believe some kid named Franz Krieg is the goalie for Germany. Marchand will play in the quarterfinals, apparently. The U.S. would need an 11-0 win over Germany to get the first seed. Yeah, I believe I saw Canada destroyed France 12-2. Bennett and Reinhardt did record an assist. Hello. Germany plays boring lockdown defense all the games that Frozen Duckling watched of them. They are like the Hurricanes from the games you watch, but you hope there is a lot of goals in this one. Gensel over to Boldy. That was a great chance. Tom Wilson got a Gordie Howe hat trick. Sanderson's shot, I believe, ricocheted off the side of the net. Now it will be carried into the zone by Cahoon. Helliebuck redirects the shot. Tage Thompson in the corner. Dylan Larkin tries to get him some help. Excuse me, it was 10-2 Canada over France. And Switzerland defeated Czechia 4-3 in overtime. So the German goalie is Maximilian Franzreb. In case you were wondering who the goalie is, his name is Maximilian Franzreb. Oh, I forgot that Nico Sturm is on Team Germany. Maximilian Franzreb. All right, so 17:03 to go in the first. Boley already had a high-quality chance. Matthew Tkachuk takes a shot. Brady Tkachuk is, of course, camped right in front of the Germany net. Apparently, Denmark is leading Latvia at the moment. Hello, JC. How you doing? David believes the seeding's not important. It's going to be USA, Canada in finals. And the US just gave away the puck. But Germany took it off sides.
celebrating, and he's been throughout the tournament. Goal in every single game for he scored on a penalty shot in that game.
So Tom Wilson will probably, if I'm reading this conversation correctly, Tom Wilson might be suspended a game. All right, the puck is sent around. Matthew Tkachuk is there. He tries to get it to his brother Brady, but instead it will be Tiffels sending it ahead for Germany. Draisaitl, this is Germany's top line, but the U.S. immediately gets the clear. Hello, Derek. I heard Marchand did not play in today's game due to rest reasons, but I heard that Cooper said that he will be playing in the next round. Gensel with the puck sends it to the boards. Now Gensel able to immediately give away the puck. Vic Souffley says they already announced both are not going to be suspended. Okay. So Sidney Crosby, most career Olympic points by Canadian NHL player. He is at 16 points. All right, so now it'll be McAvoy trying to recollect the puck. This is Clayton Keller's first game. What just happened? Did my camera feeds just glitch out for a second on your end? Now Sider picks up the puck. And now Hellebuyck makes the glove save against Sider. Funfish says Brad Marchand is the new LeBron.
NHL players, 7 on the German side, and 4 others who have played.
Just for a second. All right, well, I'll have to pay attention and make sure that doesn't happen again. U.S. wins the face-off in its own zone. Slavin sends the puck ahead. It will roll well into German territory. McDavid is on pace to break that in one Olympics. He's at 9 points in 3 games, and the Olympic record is 11. David says, you guessed the French guy took a run at McKinnon, and then the Canada guy hit him with a clean check. French guy decided to attack, and since he's French, he got his ass kicked. So Jack Eichel leads this team with 4 points. Brock Nelson, Jack Hughes, and Matthew Tkachuk all have 3 points. And Quinn Hughes, I believe, has 2 points. Hello, Daniel. So I can see where the previous observations of Germany playing boring hurricane-style defensively is true. Yeah, that's some Sprite and some cranberry pomegranate juice mixed together. But I just finished that drink, so I'll have to get more next commercial. Apparently, they showed that Johnny Gaudreau's jersey is hanging in the locker room. Yeah, we gotta win by 12 to get that also important number one seed.
USA Hockey and this men's team here in Milan.
Now there is Zach Werenski, his teammate in Columbus.
Having himself a heck of a season, a Norris Trophy type season on the back end.
All right, so hey, since there's been no goals scored yet, let's hear some predictions.
He was terrific in the Four Nations last February, led the entire tournament.
Essentially, all the USA has to do is win in any fashion, and we clinch our group, and we probably are gonna end up with the second seed unless we completely annihilate Germany to the tune of 11 plus goals.
And he used to play in Calgary, the Flames Oilers rivalry as well. So they have seen a lot of each other, including Stanley Cup final each of the last two seasons. I think for an entertaining night.
All right.
Tucks it in by Lucas Reichel. Werenski looking for the United States. Penalty coming up here.
There's a penalty coming up on Germany. All right, so we're going on the power play already. You Nano Swine, you ordered your USA Kachuk jersey. So Lucas Kobel, he hooks Boldy. All right, so the team USA gets to start on the power play, and immediately Eel is able to get the clear, and he also pressures Quinn Hughes. Matthew Tkachuk sends it backwards to Eichel. Eichel flips it over to Matthew Tkachuk. In this tournament, the USA has been 2 for 5 on the power play. So, yeah.
30 seconds down to the penalty. Here's Eichel. Jack Eichel, 4 points, leading scorer for the United States. And now leader sends the puck down ice.
Barber shop window with a rather bold take. Say when Brady and Matthew Tkachuk are your best players, your team has no hope. What in tarnation just happened there? I guess 2 of the USA players collided, and it almost led to Germany getting a shorthanded scoring chance. Jack Hughes with the puck over at the side of the net. Back to the circle. Boldy shot. I believe that was deflected high. And now Germany will get a clear, and this will be the U.S. will have maybe one last chance to rush out there, and Jack Hughes looked to feed Boldy. Gensel was able to keep the puck in the zone. Brady Tkachuk moves it along to Boldy. Back to Gensel. Back to Werenski waits, leaves it for Gensel. Gensel over to Jack Hughes. And now Boldy tries to crash the net. Werenski forced to keep the puck moving in the dying seconds of the power play. Gensel's shot stopped as the power play is now expired. So, how is everyone doing? Offsides. Please excuse me. That is a text message from Jaws.
Jack Hughes never saw Jack Hughes. He was trying to get off the ice, and then Hughes kind of toe pitch there. So a tough shift there for 86 points, but what a chance out in front of the net. Frostgrave with a really nice stop there.
Barber Shop Window believes Germany has the nicest jerseys, and it's not even a joke. It's not even close. Yeah, Germany does have pretty decent jerseys. Just chucking around says the power play is a joke. Hey, it's been 2 for 6. It's been 2 for a combined 6 in this tournament. That's 33% power play. That's respectable. I am seeing the same familiar pattern play. USA is outshooting Germany 8-3, but so far we cannot get the puck. We cannot get the puck past the goalie. I have a feeling that Germany will eventually score in this first. Now both teams go on for a change. USA leading shots 9-3. Eel over to Sturm. Hey, look, it's Nico Sturm. Be honest, could the Panthers use Nico Sturm right about now? Matthews with the puck. He sends it around the boards. Boldy able to collect it. Boldy waits, sends it over to McAvoy. Then Quinn Hughes. Oh, man, Gensel had a great chance in front of what's his name. It shouldn't be that difficult for me to remember the Germany goaltender's name. All right, so McAvoy keeps the puck moving along. The USA has already had 10 shots on goal, and we've just reached 8 minutes remaining in the period. All right, so now the puck will roll back to blue line. Germany is now getting to cycle it around, but Dylan Larkin finally gets the clear. 7.5 remaining. I wonder where I've seen this picture before. The USA heavily outshooting their opponents, but having next to nothing to show for it at this moment. Trent says our power play is like the Panthers' power play. I would take 2 for 6 across 3 games. You kidding? That's That's 30. That's 33%. Oh, Matthew Kachuk was right there.
Swinging down Kachuk. They remain scoreless. 6.5 remaining in the first period. Period Milan.
Before the roar, there's a rhythm.
You have got to be kidding me, laptop. You choose now to fail to load any other web pages when I am having trouble remembering the Germany goalie's name. I'll be back in just a second, folks. I'm going to get myself some more pure concentrated sugar in the form of soda pop. I need it.
He plays slow everywhere. Don't be a hero. Brady Kachuk wearing a microphone for us tonight. Boston University alums throughout the roster, along with the coaching staff and the management team.
He's taking a run at the right guy for Team Germany.
Now Quinn Hughes down low, centering pass, and Germany comes away with the puck. Here's Cahoon. Double marking it on the forecheck. Pass up the middle, broken up by Clayton Keller.
USA is falling flex to the blue paint. It's a matter of time before they get the bounce that they're looking for.
Shot to 12-3. Favor of Team USA as Johntrent moves the puck up the boards. Dumps to Keller. Now Larkin with it.
Good play by Larkin, seal on the wall there.
Here's Keller, shot from a tough angle and blocked. Quinn Hughes for the United States. Now Hughes takes the return. Fires, and that does not get through. Diving play by Cahoon.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. How short are these commercial breaks? Good thing I didn't miss anything. This is where I usually my dad is getting my drinks for me. Trent says if we play like this, we will get blown out by Canada. Just like every other team that's played against Canada, right? Franz Reb. Have to remember this name. Franz Reb. And as soon as I sit down and get settled, they go back to commercial. They must have realized it was not even half an hour expired in the game, and there were less than 5 minutes left in the period. Franz. How many of you remember Hans and Franz? Franz Reb is the goalie's name.
Envision a journey designed for relaxation. A quiet swim beneath the sky.
All right, so far this is playing exactly like the Upper USA games, except Germany is even better defensively than the other teams we've played. So while the USA has had 13 shots on goal already, it sure doesn't feel like it.
Take you back to the 1992 Winter Olympics. Canada and Germany, that was Peter Draisaitl stopped Leon's dad, Eric Lindros, with the winner for Team Canada. Peter Draisaitl, a three-time Olympian. 1988, 92, and 98, and now his son representing Germany.
All right, so under 5 minutes to go. I've seen this picture play many times in recent times as a Panthers fan. A game where your team is absolutely dominating in terms of possession and shots, and then with 2 minutes or less in the periods, you can almost guarantee that the opponent is going to get some ridiculous fluke goal. Moritz Seider. All right, now Faber's desperately trying to keep the puck away from Germany, but instead Reichel will keep it in the zone. Reichel over Peterka. Peterka's passing attempt goes past his teammate. Now it goes back to Peterka. This is the part where Germany probably has the best chance to score. Hellebuyck makes the save, and then finally, oh no, that wasn't a clear. Stützle able to move. And now Hellebuyck gloves it with 3:03 to go.
Even though they were dog tired, they kept the Germans pretty much to the outside.
Frozen Duckling thinks Swayman would have let in a bunch of goals by now. Well, Werenski hasn't kicked any pucks into his own nets, and JT Miller hasn't screened his own goalie today, so that's positives. Now McAvoy keeps it going. Larkin sends it into the zone. Trent says Otter must be really bad to not to start him. Well, I'm pretty sure Otter's only in the lineup in the events that either Hellebuyck or Swayman get hurt. Draisaitl with the puck over the Seider, and Hellebuyck has to make another save with 2:07 to go. And now Germany is slowly catching up in shots. It was 13-3 the shots, and now I believe Germany has made it 13-8.
Some action too and get comfortable in this game. He saw his squad playing the offensive zone, but for him to
so Germany has had the last 5 shots on goal in a row. Doesn't that sound familiar? Now we've reached the crucial under 2 minutes to go in the periods left, where If this were the Panthers, you could guarantee that a goal against would be surrendered in this time frame. Hannafin's shot stopped. Matthews with a shot of his own. And then Germany ices the puck with 1:31 to go.
You got to make sure you make it right place. Charlie McAvoy's going to pitch in, but he knows that this man right here is Vinny Trocheck. He's going to come back. If he is going to be aggressive along the boards, to keep pucks alive and plays alive. Excellent job by McAvoy and Trocheck. And don't let it happen there. But if you're going to have aggressive defense, you better have responsible defensively. Guys like that.
All right, so Matthew Tkachuk with the puck. Tkachuk able to move it along to Eichel, but Eichel is pinned between two different Germans, and now it's a gigantic board battle with 3 apiece for U.S. and Germany. And Germany simply chooses to ice the puck again with 1:03 to go. Again, U.S. 2 wins, no losses. Germany 1 win, 1 loss. And of course, Denmark and Latvia are playing against each other in what will become a crucial game for them. 1:03 to go in the first. Last minute of the period. Werenski moving the puck along. He takes it to Tkachuk. Over to Brady. Over to Matthew Tkachuk. Back to Werenski. Eichel with the shots deflected. Quinn Hughes takes in the corner. Back to Eichel. Eichel shot. Oh man, Matthew Tkachuk was right in front. And he got his helmet knocked off. So Matthew Tkachuk was involved in the collision that took his helmet off. There was a goal, but it was waved off. I think Franz Reb lost his glove.
Right in behind the German netminder. He's giving an explanation on why the play was stopped. Battle in front of the net.
So how is that not a cross check on Moeller? He sends Tkachuk flying and Tkachuk's helmet came off. I wonder what the refs are looking at here. Frozen Duckling says they would never do this to Team Canada. Only USA gets all those calls reversed. He was pushed into the goalie by the defender. Over to Gensel. Gensel loses the puck. It's still held in the zone. Boldy able to pick it up, but then the puck escapes him. And Stutzla works for it. Austin Matthews able to hang on to it. And it's a goal! What a shot! Puck don't lie. I believe that's Zach Werenski who just made it 1-0 USA. That's his first goal of the Olympics. He probably is I wonder if he's thinking of his former teammate Johnny Gaudreau right about now. So Austin Matthews makes an amazing pass to Werenski, and then Werenski nails that shot just wide of Franzip. Germany played their asses off defensively, and Werenski puts a dagger there at the end of the period. USA 1, Germany nothing. Frozen Duckling says now Germany might play more offensive and leave their hurricane-style play next period because of the late goal.
So the United States with a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes. A win of any kind, and they will clinch their group and receive a bye into the quarterfinal round.
So win of any kind for USA, and they will clinch their group and a bye to the quarterfinal.
My favorite's the one that's got jet black hair.
He's extremely fun.
That's what's at stake for the USA.
Vocal range.
Can be calm.
Powerful.
Still alone.
He would improvise on the spot.
Just always finds a way to make it funny.
We both have very fast.
Smooth.
I could change the world using its mind.
Jigglypuff is my favorite. Jigglypuff.
I cannot stand this Pokemon commercial. Are the intermissions of these games really sponsored by Pokemon?
She uses her voice to protect herself.
Yeah, totally. That's why I love it.
My favorite.
David says a regulation win by Germany and they get the bye and win the group. Frozen Duckling says, you like that the Olympics has no gambling ads and no ads on the sheet of ice. And they also do not have the digital ads on the boards.
Number one in new vehicle quality. Get 0% APR for 60 months when financed through NMAC, or get $3,500 to $5,000 total savings on select models.
Hey, your voice is amazing.
All right, so
When you work with someone who knows
let's hear your second period predictions. Congrats to those of you who may or may not have correctly predicted that Zach Werenski, of all people, gets USA to break the ice,
I'm just getting started.
break the ice, and
we believe the same is true.
1-0 USA over Germany.
Our boys had wild dreams. And you know what? We decided to fuel it. Hey, you have a test.
Thanks, Mom.
Kodiak was the only way we could get them to start their day with a real breakfast. Really fill up the tank. We think it paid off. Kodiak, official breakfast of Fueling Wild Ones. Proud partner of USC and Snowboard.
All right, so I will try my best. I will try my best to fill in the empty space.
So just when you thought it might be scoreless after the first period, Zach Werenski.
Covering for Jaws by myself on consecutive days is sort of stretching my capabilities. David, you predict one of the Chuckies takes a penalty by hitting Draisaitl too hard, but the other brother scores a shorty during said penalty.
Yeah, it factors in. Not only is it a back-to-back, but they've been playing 9-10 puck drop games where they're at Milan. And so that's different than anything in the NHL. You're playing a 7-7:30 maybe. So that changes things. Pregame skate is later. I know they didn't have a pregame skate today, but it's at 11 and 12 instead of 10:30.
David says, "You're doing great, Kyle." Lots of times, Jaws just stares, drooling at the screen. Yeah.
But no, you're napping. But there has been some miscues in this first 10 minutes, especially for the U.S.
That's where leadership
So yeah,
is
it's.
a big part of how the Americans play. Austin Matthews.
I am just glad that.
Zach Werenski, he's a captain back in Columbus.
I'm just glad that in my wild bachelor celebrations here, I have not completely forgotten about running either of these streams, because my dad would kill me for that if I slept through an entire. Now, I have a question for Austin Matthews and Jack Hughes. How do you collide with each other that spectacularly? They're showing several clips that suggest that ice surface in Milan is all sorts of slippery and very rather untenable for normal hockey play.
They're going to continue to play their game and take what the game gives you instead of trying to anticipate and start to cheat. And then if that does happen, you've got a lot of firepower in Stutzla and in Draisaitl, like they can pay to put the puck in the back of your net.
Can't give them free offense, and that's turnovers in the middle of the ice. Got to play direct, play a North American style of game, and let your skill take over later.
Also interesting, the crowd there is it's largely German.
Mr. Krabs says Austin Matthews is supposed to be the captain. He hasn't shown up. I would just like to point out that Austin Matthews already has had a great assist today. Austin Matthews was the guy who made the great pass to Zach Werenski to set up that 1-0 lead with less than 9 seconds to go in the first. USA should be up 3-0 already. Honestly, after the way the two previous first frames in these Olympics for Team USA is gone, after those, being up 1-0 here in this game is I'll take it right now. I'll take it because we could be easily losing 1-0, 2-1, 2-0. The USA has dominated shots, but there was a good minute or two starting around 5 minutes remaining in that first. Germany had an extended amount of time in the offensive zone, and if it was the Florida Panthers that Germany was playing, they would have scored there. Hellebuck.
Team USA. The Winter Olympics are here today.
I'm fairly certain that's how I've been pronouncing it. Hellebuck. Hellebuck. Connor Hellebuck.
Welcome back. Today's first period highlights are brought to you by Pokemon. Team USA's final game of the preliminary round, trying to lock up a spot in the quarterfinals.
Hellebuck.
At the very tail end of the first period, Zach Werenski there Team USA assisted.
I mean, Werenski with a great shot from the circle.
U.S. has so many active mobile defensemen. You see Quinn Hughes in the play there. Zach Werenski, he's known for his offensive ability, offensive zone there. Osh, I like the way he was aggressive jumping in.
Well,
scoring that goal.
Thank you, Moritz Seider, for screening your own goalie on that shot. That wasn't really Franzberg's fault.
Yeah, I thought we played well. Obviously, had some chances that didn't go in. Didn't really give them much, so that's our recipe for success going forward.
Trey says, we won 12. Not even Finland's got 12, Trey.
Just found its way in there, but I think it's good for our group to see that go in and just keep going on.
Zach, appreciate the time. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
All right, Team USA with the shots advantage in the first period. A few missed opportunities we talked about.
So the U.S. leads shots on goal 15-8.
And hats off to Werenski, the very tail end there.
Looks like Denmark defeated Latvia 4-2.
Leads you into the locker room. You're feeling good.
So that is terrible news for Latvia.
It's not often you see Quinn Hughes and Zach Werenski playing on the ice at the same time. So heads up play from Mike Sullivan. Put both those guys.
Absolute nightmare for the other team right there.
What do you think is top of mind getting ready to head into the period? What are they talking about right now?
I think
Dean Kukan was the Swiss player who scored the game-winning goal in overtime. And that puts Switzerland second in their group. And Zekia is now third in their group.
And be very disciplined too. Leon Draisaitl's over there.
Yeah, Dr. Do will not be pleased.
Maurice Seider. Mo Seider is leading the Olympics right now, time on ice with defensemen. So, or all forwards actually, and defensemen. So make the game tough on him. Every time he touches the puck, put his head up against the glass and force him to beat you up the ice. Eventually, over the course of 3 periods, I'll tell you like that will wear down.
Do you think that we're going to see them come out of here in a different year? Because that's what feels like has been happening these past couple games.
All right.
So, they just have so much offense and so much puck possession time that wears teams down defensively. You'd love to see it be simplified a little bit earlier in games, earlier in the first period. But their second periods and their third periods, they've been scoring a lot of goals.
Well, they better, because I don't know if we could watch the games with Lindsay sitting next to us, because she's like this. I'm actually up and down.
He's like, I'm telling you, it's because of what happened at the end of the last game, right? It's true.
You look at players in the locker room, you have to be even keeled. And you hear all the players talking about, you gotta be boring. You gotta be boring. And that's exactly what players are thinking in the locker room. They're not excited.
All right, so let me take a look.
For the fans to be excited about, and people like yourself that's so passionate about Team USA.
Is today the last day of the semifinals? I just wanted to ask. Is today the last day of the preliminary round, I should ask. Basically the first round for men's hockey. So Canada beat France 10-2. Switzerland defeated Czechia in overtime 4-3. Denmark beat Latvia 4-2. And right now that just leaves Germany and the US.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter. With high-tech features and excellent reliability. From the Kelly Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $219 per month lease on a 2026 Civic LX sedan.
From what I can gather, today is basically the last day of the initial round of men's hockey. Now, if only I could find the standings.
Every detail finds its place, and so do you. The Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection, unlike the rest.
The NBA's biggest stars compete in the 75th edition of the All-Star Game today, live from Los Angeles on NBC and Peacock. Let's get into some highlights from earlier, shall we? This is Canada-France on the ice. You guys are lucky you were not watching this one with me. Men's hockey here, second period on the power play.
Here we are finally.
4-1, Canada in the lead, and then penalties. Here you go.
So Canada is all but guaranteed to get first seed. Finland, it looks like, won their group. Finland won their group because of the 11-0 drubbing they gave against Italy. And Germany has a chance to steal the group and the bye from Team USA, but they would have to win in regulation. I find it funny that Finland, Slovakia, and Sweden all ended up with 6 points, but now it's Finland who won. Finland won the group and gets the bye. Can someone inform me on how many teams gets the bye? How many teams gets the bye to the quarterfinals? Because I see there's 3 groups of 4 teams each for a total of 12 teams. So I'm curious how they determine who gets the byes.
With smarter banking and personal guidance to help you secure a stronger financial future. We are Tower Federal Credit Union. A smarter way forward. Today's game is presented by Xfinity.
Here we are, the start of the second period.
Jack Werenski in the final minute of the period following a face-off lead, and then a turnover by Germany.
Yeah, and you can't do that in games that are going to be so tight and as the Olympics go on. We're going to go to the telestrator here, and it's pretty easy to see what ends up happening. The face-off win here by the Germans, and Snyder throws his puck up on his backhand, and they have possession. This puck's got to get out if you're Germany, but it's kept in by Zach Werenski. Excellent job by Team USA. Now we get stop it here. Here's Stutzla. He's got a chance to take ice and move, but watch the play right there by Matt Boldy. He's going to steal this puck, and then eventually the puck's going to end up in the back of the net. So 2 turnovers by the Germans allow Team USA.
Here we go. The second period is finally underway. Szymanski moves the puck in. Now it will go over to Draisaitl, who is immediately pressured by Eichel. Quinn Hughes trying to keep the puck away from Germany. Matthew Tkachuk turned it over. Now Draisaitl able to move it ahead. And finally, Quinn Hughes takes possession. Eichel dumps the puck in from center ice. Now Peterka moves up ahead. And they called a penalty on the U.S. I have a feeling this might be a rather weak call. So Eichel gets called here for hooking. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be hooking or slashing. I am also not sure if I would classify it as legit or weak. How about it was a borderline? So it was hooking. I don't know that. I guess that technically was hooking. Frozen Duckling says Draisaitl does that every play. Trocheck helps get the clear. Germany has been 1 for 6 in this tournament on the power play. So that means their power play is actually twice as ineffective as ours. Here's Brock Nelson. He takes a shot. Franz Reb first stopped the initial shot from Brock Nelson and then utterly robs Dylan Larkin on the follow-up attempt. Yeah, Franz Reb made a couple of good saves there. .108 to go on the Germany power play. JT Miller able to keep the puck delayed for as long as possible in the Germany zone. Stützle over to, Szymanski. And the puck is cleared by Germany themselves. Thanks, Germany. All right, so Sanderson has to defend against Peterka, but the puck goes over to Stützle, and he cannot hold it in himself. Wisman. Frankie Stein says, "What'd I tell you about the Germany jerseys?" Yeah, they're pretty sweet. All right, so the power play is over, but Germany still has the puck. Oh, it's a breakaway for Eichel. Eichel will wait. Oh, man, what a save by Franz Reb. Wow, and Germany will get called for interference. So Kai Wisman gets called for interference, which means Team USA now goes on the power play. And yeah, Wisman literally grabbed Trocheck by the shoulder and dragged him down to the ice. That's pretty blatant interference. Now would be a great time for the US to get a goal on the power play. Quinn Hughes with the shot. The puck is in. I'm not sure who will be credited here, but that was fast. Austin Matthews. There's your captain. Scoring on the man advantage. Just like that, with 16:35 to go in the second, it'll be 2-0 USA. So Quinn Hughes shot it on net, and Austin Matthews was right there, and he was able to redirect it off the blade of his stick and through the 5-hole of Franzrib. Mr. Krabs says right after you said that Matthews needs to start showing up. I have my TV volume too low for me to know if they are playing Freebird. They were in previous games. I'd be shocked if they weren't again. So Quinn Hughes and Tage Thompson, the assists on the Matthews goal. In this tournament, Matthews has 2 goals and 2 assists now. That's over a point per game in these Olympics. Yeah, the USA would probably need 10 more goals in order to eclipse the goal differential that Team Canada has. But more importantly, just winning in any fashion, and the USA clinches the group and the bye. So at the moment, it appears that the U.S. might actually have learned from its previous failures to launch in other first periods. We're out shooting them 20-9 and actually winning 2-0 early on in this second. There's still plenty of game left, though, so... Well, Matthew Tkachuk gets the puck after a huge hit by another player. And the puck is sent out of play on the, I believe, the Eichel shot. Or was it Brady Tkachuk's shot? Brady Tkachuk just absolutely leveled Mr. Toomey. Number 62. Of course, he does not show up on the roster I specifically pulled for this game for Germany. So Brady Tkachuk has been a beast in these Olympics. We chose correctly for our top line so far. Of course, I still don't know if the USA is playing strong enough to be able to overtake Canada. Man, Brock Nelson missed the net. Sanderson's shot deflects out of play. 14:26 to go in the second period.
To do the talking and do the walking as well. They've been around that blue paint all game long and continue with this latest hit by Brady Tkachuk on Toomey there. Great stuff by the Tkachuk.
And now there's a massive scrum. JT Miller is brought someone down to the ice. So Franz Reb's job is getting a lot harder all of a sudden. I hope I'm doing a decent job covering this game. It looks I made sure to pull up Germany's lineup beforehand, so I actually would know which players are which. Reichels could not get a shot on net. Stutzla behind the net. And Germany is going on the power play.
Mike Sullivan's squad, the United States with a 2-0 lead following a power play goal scored by Austin Matthews.
Could we maybe get a shorthanded goal here?
I'm Keith Morrison, and this is not Dateline. This is an owl. And this is Hinkley Hills. Meet Samira Fisher, who came to the suburbs for the quiet, but didn't plan on the mystery.
Why is so many here?
Decades ago, a teenage girl vanished. Some believe the culprit is still at large.
Who's that?
The Burbs. Prepare for intrigue.
This is the all-new redesigned 2026 Nissan Sentra.
Okay. At the moment, I am just waiting for these commercials to be over, and
Features of any sedan in its class.
I
It means you can have your
I
kids
am here.
and drive it too.
The
2026
good news is I stopped feeling sick several days ago, so that's not an issue.
The all-new 2026 Nissan Sentra, starting at just $22,600.
Back in the line, 2-0 lead for the United States. Second power play coming up for Germany. Zach Werenski in the box for slashing.
The ref forgot to turn on his microphone. So Zach Werenski gets called for slashing, which means Germany is on the power play with 13:58 to go in the second period. Trocheck with the puck. Trocheck waits. He got a backhand shot off, and it went out of play.
Off the puck. Trocheck able to go the length of the ice for a good opportunity for Germany. 5 NHL players on the ice for Germany. Draisaitl and Trocheck on the draw.
Draisaitl and Trocheck on the draw. Now Germany should get themselves situated. Stutzla carries the puck across the blue line. He's near the circle, tries to send it along the boards. Seider able to get the puck. Seider takes a shot, and it's gloved by Hellebuyck. So Draisaitl and Pasta are the only non-Canadians players in the top 5 NHL points leaders on an Olympic roster.
How about Szymanski on the ice here, number 44? He's played in 5 games for Edmonton this season. He gets an opportunity with Draisaitl on the power play.
McDavid, McKinnon, and Celebrini, the NHL's top 3 point leaders, all on Team Canada. Seems sort of unfair, doesn't it? 1 minute left on the power play for Germany. Hellebuyck makes the save.
Nice entry here by the Germans. And JJ Peterka gets an opportunity. Having himself a heck of a season at Salt Lake City, the Utah Mammoth. It's a quality chance. Thought it maybe could have taken a little bit more ice.
Frozen Duckling says they're lucky the German player didn't pass it to the wide open player on that shot. Hellebuyck stops the shot, and the USA gets another clear. Now Stutzla over to Szymanski. Puck rolls back over to Draisaitl on the opposite boards. Sider waits. Draisaitl takes a shot, and it ricochets behind the net. Draisaitl retakes it near the circle. Sider with a shot, I believe, was deflected out of play. 19 seconds left on the German power play. 12:16 left in the second.
Shot blocked by Jacob Slavin, and then there you see Mo Sider one time this puck back and he got it just off the leather of Connor Hellebuck.
Hellebuck just got enough of that puck with the leather of his glove to send it out of play. Kevin says USA is being the GOATs. Woo! Well, it is nice to have a 2-0 lead. I will say that. At the same time, I still wouldn't entirely dismiss Germany. They've got Draisaitl on the roster. Oh, here we go. Breakaway. Oh, man. Gensel's shot stopped by Franz Rim. All right, so now Hannafin behind his own net, able to move it to Gensel. Frozen Duckling says they have Sider too, who is one of the best defensemen in the NHL. Boley could not keep the puck with him as he tried to advance to the net, and now Werenski keeps the puck alive in the zone. Werenski chooses to move it to Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes sends it over to the front, but Matthews could not get the shot off, and now Germany finally gets the clear. Now Brady Tkachuk sends it around. Quinn Hughes over to Werenski. Werenski sends it over to Brady Tkachuk, over to Eichel behind the net. Eichel waits. Eichel will try and bounce it off a German player, but it results in a clear for Germany. Frozen Duckling says, don't give Draisaitl any more power plays. Yeah, that would be a wise strategy to avoid giving more power plays to Leon Draisaitl. Now Tage Thompson finally clears the puck. We are over halfway through this second period. Draisaitl carries it across the blue line. He waits. The puck was sent towards the net by Tiffels, but now it will roll back to Sider, who is able to send it around the boards. And it is cleared. Draisaitl enters the zone again. And the puck will stall out near the neutral zone before Tage Thompson gets the clear. Franz Rem keeps the puck moving. So we've just gone back and forth play, and there's Germany offsides with 8:50 to go. Must stay awake. 2-0 leads. 2-0 leads are great and all, but must stay awake.
These are ways that you can kind of wear down the opposition. And I thought that opening 20 of the United States
Could we please make this 3-0?
to have to defend quite a bit. And I know they didn't get the result for much of that period. They do end up getting the late goal, but you really got to admire the way they invested in that opening 20. And now in this second period, a little less of that play in the offensive zone, obviously because I think the Germans have had 2 power plays, allowed their game to get going, but you got to like the patience that the United States showed in that opening 20. A late goal in the first period of the final.
Tony says McDavid has 3 more points in the 10-2 blowout win against France. And now he has 9 points in 3 games, and he's 2 away from tying the record 11 points.
When you go to the front of the net, more times than not, you're going to draw some attention, and it's going to make life miserable for the goaltender. More bodies that are in front, tougher for the goaltender to see. And they're asked how. They just ask how many, and that one bounces in off of Austin Matthews.
So that 11 points record, is that for an NHL player playing for the entirety of the Olympics? Frozen Duckling says, why can't Team USA win a face-off? You think so? Sanderson keeps the puck moving. Sanderson waits. Boldy takes the shot. Franz Rebs is able to deflect it wide. 8 minutes left. It is all of a sudden very difficult for me to stay awake. The Sprite, the sugar was supposed to wake me up, but I think it's having the opposite effect. I had a large meal literally just minutes before I got this stream started. And right now this game is considerably quieted down. I believe no team is getting eliminated yet. What happens is I believe it's the 3 group winners that all get automatic buys to the quarterfinal, and the rest of the teams all play in elimination style semifinals. To be honest, I wish I personally knew more about how it works.
Their intelligence. He said they are smart players. They have the skill. They have the physical ability to make those plays, but it's the intelligence that's overlooked. And before the tournament, he called it the heartbeat of Team USA. And Brady's certainly living up to that tonight, guys.
Next after Brady and his brother Matthew.
All right, so now is that Trocheck with the puck? No, excuse me, it's Jack Hughes who sends it to Brady Tkachuk, and the puck rolls wide. So Slavin with the puck. He keeps it moving along. And the puck is out of play.
what Casey said about Brady, Kachuk, and Matthew with their intelligence. And so I feel like they know how to read the room. They know when their team needs to get engaged. They understand when they have to start pushing it up. They understand when they have to pull back. To me, I don't know that there's a lot of players that understand the moments of the game when those situations warrant getting in there.
So I think essentially what Germany and US are fighting for, if Germany were to win in regulation, and only if they win in regulation does Germany have a chance to actually steal the group. So Team USA has a simple job. Hang on to a 2-0 lead to win in regulation, or even force the game to overtime, and they'll be guaranteed to clinch the group. Hellebuck makes a stop with 4:54 to go in the second.
Late second period, United States leading by 2.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure.
Is it by goals?
And commanding style.
Is it by goals plus and minus? It's the goals for and goal differentials are tiebreakers, which is why you got Finland's destroying Italy 11-0.
You have a test. Kodiak was the only way we could get them to start their day with a real breakfast. Really fill up the tank. We think it paid off. Kodiak, official breakfast of fueling wild ones.
Everyone goes to the next round, but the group winners get a bye to the semifinals, which at the moment is USA, Canada, and Finland. First tiebreaker is head-to-head. That's why if Germany were to win in regulation, they would get the bye.
4-6 in the shootout. In the win for the United States over Russia, beating Sergei Bobrovsky. He earned the nickname TJ Sochi. Legendary stuff. And yes, he did, Kenny.
Did they really just show victory for Team USA back in 2014? Yay, but at the expense of Bobrovsky failing in the shootout. Here is 25-15. Make that 26-15. The shots for USA and Germany, respectively. Must stay awake. Yeah, the goalie TJ Oshie scored on was Bobrovsky. Yes, Ottinger is the third goalie on Team USA, which is why Swayman had the start yesterday and not Ottinger. No, I do not order food when I'm alone. I have a pretty much fully stocked refrigerator to enjoy. Talron says should have played Otter over Swayman. Hey, we still won yesterday. And again, Swayman only gave up the one truly terrible goal from center ice. The rest were Zach Werenski kicking the puck in himself. Zach Werenski kicking the puck in his own net, and of course JT Miller screening his own goalie on a snipe shot.
Make sure that you're making good, hard plays, especially at the blue line, your own blue line, and the offensive blue line. The more straight ahead hockey the periods go on and the game goes on.
Yeah, that center ice goal was awful. Just don't start Swayman against Canada and we'll be fine. Tomorrow. My dad's coming back tomorrow. And I will no longer have this place to myself.
Here's Faber as the United States goes for a change. Leading Germany 2-0. Jack Eichel. Now Brady Tkachuk. After Tkachuk works it back out. Shot by Faber.
Whoa! How did that go in for Brock Faber? So Brock Faber just made it 3-0 with 2:25 to go. Patel Ron says you're doing a great job flying solo, Kyle. Thank you. Oh, Faber might have touched that with a high stick. I wonder if Germany's going to challenge that for high stick. Hey, look, I spot that one assistant guy from the Panthers on the bench for team. That was for Team Germany. Is that the Route 2 guy? The one with that unmistakable hairline. The hairline that looks like the sort of like the McDonald's arches. So both brothers, both Brady and Matthew Tkachuk, credited with assists on that goal. And so, yeah, USA is now winning 3-0 over Germany. So you know the hairline I'm talking about. I was honestly surprised there was no review for high stick. Boldy kicks the puck along. Jack Eichel has it in the zone. Boldy shot blocked. Patel Ron says, I'm about a minute behind, and that's still a wild goal. Gensel in front. He does not get a shot off, but he does help keep the puck alive. Last minute of play. So I'll have to look up the Germany team's staff, which assistant coach, because I'd recognize that dude anywhere. 35.1 seconds.
And that KT report. See him look in favor. Okay, if I get it, there's nobody there. It's going one place. And that makes the whole play.
Nope.
Our favorite playing in his second Olympic Games.
Nope.
Faber and Sanderson, the two players on this United States roster who represented their country as collegians in Beijing when the NHL did not go.
I'm trying to figure out which. I'm trying to figure out which assistant that is on the Germany bench. Here we are, 10 seconds to go. Shots 28-15 in favor of Team USA. And that's the end of the second period, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Patelron, thank you for the 30. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Patelron. You're the first out of anyone to super chat this entire time while I've been streaming alone for the past 2 days. Thank you, buddy. Says here, go buy some dinner on me.
And gives you the best advice. So your small business can really take off. Now this is taxes. Intuit TurboTax.
I might not buy dinner. May not buy dinner with that, but I'll ask dads if I can have those $30 because there is something I'd like to buy with that. Hello, hot dog. Seidenberg. Holy crap, a Patelron, thank you for the 70. Patelron, who's now super chatted a total of 100. Thank you, buddy. Says actually making a nice steak. Sweet. Hey, thank you, buddy. You're awesome. Oh, okay. That will keep me awake for the rest of this game. Because little else will at this point. The USA looks like they're already essentially in cruise control mode. Making it 3-0 is probably might not be something Germany can come back from. Seidenberg is the name. It's not Dennis Seidenberg. Hey, Nano Swine, thank you for the 5. Thank you, buddy. says you guys put in the work to keep these streams going. Thank you, Nano Swine. Yeah. Well, this and taking care of Leia were pretty much the only two responsibilities that I have here by myself while my dad is in Florida. I now have enough to get a keg for the party tonight.
I thought Big Poppy, as they call him, he was good, but I don't think he was great. Now, he had a scoring chance late in that hockey game when Binnington made the save. He's one of the best goal scorers in the world.
Will the quarterfinal teams who win play in their semifinal group or cross over to other groups? I don't think there's any crossover until the final four. Nana Swineham. Jaws has been in Florida since Friday. And he's coming back tomorrow. Yeah, third responsibility is not burning the house down. I'm just glad that it's no longer below freezing outside all hours of the day. Hasn't been that way for a while, so I don't have to constantly run the heat. So again, a big tip of the hats and a thank you to Nano Swine for 5 and the Patelron for 100. Maybe I'll actually get some of that 100 as a thank you from my dad for covering for him two solo streams on consecutive days. JC says it's so strange to see Matthew Tkachuk hugging and celebrating with Austin Matthews. See, Zach Werenski, Austin Matthews, and Brock Faber are the goal scorers. You just heard the hockey panel say Canada will play either Denmark or Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia has not been a thing in decades. Are they playing the Czechs or are they playing the Slovakians? Frozen Duckling says Canada won't face any competition until they play Sweden or Finland. You think Russia would have won the tournament if they were in it? The Czechs.
Prebiotic cola, in original and shared vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love, with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi. Unbelievable. Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
In ways big and small, we're all taking that next step. The new home.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people telling me that the women's Canadian curling team got caught cheating.
Personal guidance to help you secure a stronger financial future. We are Tower Federal Credit Union. A smarter way forward.
I'll be right up to tuck you in. Okay.
Leah has, I'm sure, Noia. She's gone to great lengths to protect her home, so she never has to deal with her insurance. She should have NJM. They go to great lengths to do what's best for their policyholders.
Mom, where's Dad?
Uh-oh. Frankie Stein says Russia would have been a tough out for sure. Although I don't know Bobrovsky, I do not think he would have made Team Russia this year. he would have been lucky if they had chosen him as goalie number 3.
Mountain maniacs make every day on the slopes of frosty friendly. Because style never takes a snow day.
Frozen Duckling says this could have been Ovi's last Olympic Games. Imagine Team Russia's power play if they were in the tournament. Well, I guess Ovi would have simply has to settle for being the founding member of the NHL's 900 goal club. So Matthew Tkachuk with 2 assists and Brady Tkachuk also with an assist in this game. Dietrich says the rumor is Russia is going to be allowed to play in next World Championships. Jap says Team USA will be playing Team Sweden in their quarterfinals game. I suppose should this result hold. Frank says they would have chosen Bob on pedigree alone, but you bet he wouldn't go. You really feel like he's nursing injuries.
How much does the chemistry and between the three of you grow with each game?
Yeah, it's continues to get better. I mean, the more repetition,
Well, let me take a quick look at the list of NHL Russian goalies. All right, so right off the top of the bats, you've got Vasilevsky, Igor, and Sorokin. That alone is at least 2 out of those 3 have to make it. Vasi, you could make an argument that he would be Russia's starting goalie. And you also have guys like Georgiev, Askarov, and Varlamov that you could have chosen. But I'm pretty sure it would have been some combination of Vasi, Shesty, and then maybe coin flip between Bob and Sorokin for third goalie. Team Canada has the most point differential after finishing their 3 preliminary games.
Now this is taxes. Intuit TurboTax.
J-Man says, good afternoon, Hellebuck. Looking great.
And commanding style. From the Kelly Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $279 per month lease on a 2026 CRV all-wheel drive LX. I'm a real wild one.
Our boys had wild dreams.
It really isn't surprising that Team Canada ended up with top seed. What all that matters now is for USA to just close out this game, close out the game, gets the win, clinch the group, get the bye, go from there. That's pretty much all that's left.
The Chicago crossover event, March 4th on NBC and Peacock.
The bottom of the 8th. Oshie and Bobrovsky duel again.
And there they go, showing TJ Oshie beating Bobrovsky again in 2014.
Does that give you goosebumps? We have a huge anniversary anniversary here because on this day in 2014, TJ Oshie scored 4 goals on 6 shootout attempts to lift Team USA over Russia. He went 5 straight times, right?
Yeah. It was. I went first, and then I had a couple teammates go after me.
That is TJ Oshie on the broadcast. That's why they keep mentioning him.
There's no place in the world I'm more comfortable and more at ease and more at peace than in a shootout. So that was a dream come true.
During a shootout, I don't care all the notes you want in the world. If you throw the notes out the window, okay? See you against the goaltender. Oh, show what you got.
Yeah, the USA looking pretty decent so far. Jeff says Kucherov, Demidov, Ovi, Bobrovsky, Dane. We would all be screwed. Canada would still be likely to take them out. Canada, there's super teams, and then there's what Team Canada has with their forwards, especially. Like, Canada's the only thing standing in Canada's way, barring some Cinderella run by a team like Finland or Sweden, is going to be the USA.
I'll come here, and then I'm throwing a 5-hole, or you fake backhand, forehand. I'm getting excited here. So.
So this is an interactive intermission. So, Linz, I know you're a golfer. Yeah. Probably shoot right as well too. So if you can get a stick for Lindsay,
yes,
let's go.
Give me a stick.
You got a demo. You got the demo right there.
Shoot it. You're going against the goaltender. You're going to
the
be
big
TJ
Oshie.
So let's see you dangle. Let's go back and forth.
You gotta get the little wiggle at the end.
There you go. Oh.
Yeah.
Great stick, Kelly.
The broadcast is having a bit of fun, talking about ways in which to set yourself up for a shot. Frozen Duckling says Binnington needs to have a Stuart Skinner game when he plays Finland or whatever team that stands a chance. Jab says Team USA 5, Team Canada 2, gold medal game. Your prediction. Interesting. You think that Team USA will be able to hold Team Canada to just 2 goals?
That's awesome.
All right, folks, I will return in just a minute. I am going to get myself more water, some water. I noticed that in that clip from 2014, Bobrovsky's name is spelled with an I at the end instead of a Y. I guess that was a Russian spelling thing.
With someone who knows a lot and cares even more. You're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. With Choice One checking, you can get some great extras. This is Joe's adventurous spirit that was passed down from his dad. But because Joe also inherited his dad's chronic back pain, this is his trusted MedStar Health primary care doctor that easily connected him with one of our top-rated spine specialists that determined Joe needed surgery, followed by physical therapy with our expert team. That means this dynamic duo is ready for their next big thrill. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Today's game is presented by Xfinity.
Welcome back to Santa Giulia Arena in Milan, Italy. United States with a 3-0 lead as we get set for the third period. Kenny Albert, Eddie Olczyk, Ryan Boucher, and Catherine Tappett. 2 goals for Team USA in the second. Now they look to close things out.
Yeah, they want to stay with it, Kenny. Keep the puck going ahead. They talked about the blue lines in that second period. Make sure it's getting out of your blue line, into their blue line, and force the Germans to come 200 feet.
Goals from Werenski, Matthews, and Faber. Eddie, they finally changed that assist to Matthew Tkachuk on the Austin Matthews goal. As you thought they would. So Matthew Tkachuk with 2 assists in the game. As we begin the third, United States out shooting Germany 28-15. Puck deflected in by Brady Tkachuk. Wagner back on it for Germany. Now Quinn Hughes steps up. Redirect just wide by Jack Eichel. Matthew Tkachuk back out for Charlie McAvoy. Blocked off in front by both siders. And on Draisaitl. Pass picked off by McAvoy. Oh, can't get there. By Wagner on McAvoy. Gensel over to play the puck. And Alex Cahoon for Germany. What does it impress you about the U.S. over these first 4 minutes?
Well, I think it's just right off the bat, just get the puck in deep, grind away. Bruce talked about it a little bit earlier in that middle part of the first period.
Oh, are you kidding me? The third period's already started? Sheesh. My apologies.
One of the best sticks defensively in the National Hockey League. Now Slater with the puck into the Germany zone. Bullard is on it there.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh. Keller shot. All right, here we go. Third period underway. There we go. USA has made it 4-0. That was fast. Tage Thompson makes it 4-0. Great pass by Larkin. Yeah, Larkin found Tage Thompson near the blue line, and that was a great shot. USA finally is winning a spread for once. The early game spread was -3.5. So Larkin with the assist on the Tage Thompson goal. All right. I missed Team USA leaving Hellebuck out to dry on a 2-on-1. Well, good thing Hellebuck was able to stop it, am I right? Yeah, there's no truly weak lines. I'll agree with Craig. USA clearly might not have the star power that Team Canada has in that forward group, but Team USA is at least functioning like a team. Credit to Sully, who has been making the necessary adjustments as these games have gone on. This has been the best performance by far for Team USA, and not just speaking of goals and goal differential. I believe they've actually played 60 minutes out there. Frozen Duckling, you think Dylan Larkin has a huge nose? The camera was focused on Moritz Seider of Germany for a second, and I swear that dude must be part horse with how big his nostrils are. It was ridiculous. If you look at enough people across all walks of life, eventually you find the couple of people who look like one particular feature was slid all the way to one side or the other on the slider on the character select screen. Evan Rodriguez got maximum lips. And Moritz Seider, yeah, Moritz Seider has huge. Yeah, that guy can smell tomorrow. So it's funny because looking at pictures, most normal pictures of Moritz Seider, it's not that he has a huge nose. It's just that the nostrils take up half the nose. He actually is it's sort of similar to my dad's nose somewhat. It's maybe the camera angle that they had here at the game sort of exaggerated how big his nostrils actually are. Larkin and Sanderson with the assists on the Tage Thompson goal. Let me look at Dylan Larkin. My God, that actually is that is a huge nose. Dylan Larkin looks like he's wearing a giant prosthetic nose. Werenski. Wait, did Germany change the goaltender? Or was that just how the announcer pronounces Franz Rev? My God. Again! 5-0. Not even 7 minutes into this period. Austin Matthews, I believe, is going to get this goal. So is that Austin Matthews scoring again? Let's see. Yep, Austin Matthews was in the perfect spot. Jake Sanderson took the initial shot, and then it deflected off of Matthews' stick. What a pass by Jake Sanderson. Well, USA, you're about halfway to getting that goal differential you need. Every goal scored from here on out will make Canadian fans sweat a little more. 6 more quick goals to beat Canada. Don't let up. You hope American coaches tell them if they get the quick goals still. Yeah, can Matthew Tkachuk maybe join the fun? If Brady Tkachuk doesn't get walloped by Germany for being a troll. Frozen Duckling says, I hope they realize if they score 2 quick goals, there is a chance, and don't stop skating hard. So make that 2 goals for Austin Matthews tonight. You were saying about Matthews not being a great captain. Of course, the greatest challenges are still well ahead of us. But the one big issue that Team USA had was starting off slow and surrendering goals while heavily outshooting the opponent in the first and early second periods, and that was not an issue today. Yeah, this game is won for the US. Now it's just a matter of, does the USA want to try for potentially breaking the goal differential by Team Canada? Zachary says, if Chucky plays like this after the break, we're going to make the playoffs. We still need more guys to return from injury, but Chucky playing at this level would help the Panthers, to say the least. And Franz Reb makes the save.
Chuck boys. Dad taught him a lot about the game of hockey, but the one thing that maybe I love most about what the man known as Big Walt taught the boys is how important the trainers.
Trey says, we want 12. Now Matthews on the rush. He takes a shot. I believe Franz Reb got a piece of that. And Quinn Hughes does not hang on to the puck. Yes, score another goal and demoralize them. Well, that goal near the end of the second to make it 3-0 probably ended whatever hopes Germany had of coming back. Zachary says the brick wall of Bob will be back in form after the rest he is getting. McAvoy behind the nets. He tried for a wraparound deflection, but Jack Hughes has to retreat with the puck. And now McAvoy over to Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson behind the nets. All right, so now Larkin could not hang on to the puck, so Trocheck keeps moving. USA leads shots 35-17, by the way, but what else is new? All right, so Team USA iced the puck with 10:21 to go.
One sheet of ice in an otherwise shabby structure, but better than nothing in a community where ice is hard to come by, guys. His father, Brian, and grandfather, they wanted him to play baseball, but he preferred the action of hockey and loved scoring goals, as we can see tonight. So his mom did everything she could.
So McAvoy has spent just over 15 minutes on the ice tonight. All right, so Draisaitl crosses the blue line. He passes the puck over to Tiffles. Now it's Cahoon behind the net. Draisaitl with the puck. He just leaves it for Moritz Seider.
Thanks a lot, Kenny. He loves that stuff, doesn't he, Doug? Austin Matthews with a pair tonight. Inspired as a youngster by Bush.
David says, oh, that's a heck of a heartwarming story about Matthews. Almost enough to make me want to pull for a Leaf. Almost.
I won. What's my postseason bonus? I won. I need to take a sick day. I won. I'm going to need to start an expense report.
I want Paycom's command-driven AI.
I won. Are girls covered on my dental plan?
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda.
All right.
It's time to drive smarter.
Daniel Wareham says, USA, baby.
Excellent reliability. From the Kelly Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now.
Yeah, this has been a great performance so far. Hey, look, there's Keith Kachuk in the stands.
This is 20 years ago in Torino during the Olympics. Dad was on the ice, representing the United States. They were 8 and 6 years old at the time. And how about 1980? When we spoke to Mike Sullivan the other day, he said that game inspired an entire generation of hockey players, and we hope to do the same.
That team opened up the door for American-born players. The world took notice, and I'll be quite honest.
Yeah, more highlights involving Russia, but won't allow them to play.
Being the best league in the world. All of us that came after, the lungs of...
So Werenski with the puck. He will cross the blue line. He leaves it for Brady Kachuk. Brady Kachuk tried to center it, but there was no U.S. player there.
Remember that 80 team? He is Brock Nelson's uncle. Brock scored 2 goals in the opening game.
Less than 9 minutes to go.
Earlier, the United States in the game just before the Miracle on Ice we just saw against Russia. They beat West Germany 4-2. Ken Christian had 3 assists in that game.
So Germany is still pressing. Are you kidding me? Tim Stutzla's ruins Hellebuyck shutout. So 8:38 to go in the third, and Stutzla finally put Germany on the board. But the USA can still cover the spreads if they do not surrender any more goals. Trey says, we want 13. I think Gadjo might be coming back after the Olympics. My dad would know better.
Here comes Stutzla again. Stutzla from Paterka. Now low sider. That's blocked by Hellebuck.
All right, Hellebuck gloves the puck with 8:14 to go in the third. Yeah, Craig Taylor is old as time. They had too much zone time. So Stutzla is now tied for Macklin Celebrini for the NHL player goal lead all time. Or excuse me, Stutzla has reached 4 goals, which is the most by any NHL player in a single USA hockey, in the single hockey tournament in the Olympics. Yeah, look at how much energy Germany has now.
And then his uncle, 20 years later, 1 goal.
This is the part where the final 8 minutes of the game are dragged out into 15 plus minutes, isn't it?
Salt Lake in 2002, Mike Richter with a shutout. 5-0. United States has won 9 of 10 against Germany at the Olympics.
Frozen Duckling says USA coaches told them to play like the Hurricanes. They might lose the 3.5 spread.
The winner of Group C in the United States is less than 8 minutes away. Will receive a bye into the quarterfinal round and will be lined up to play the winner of the 7-10 game between Sweden and Latvia.
So with this result, they said the USA will get the bye to go to the quarterfinals and will be set up to play the winner of the 7-10 games. So the 7th and 10th seed teams playing against each other. That's Sweden and Latvia. So the US is going to either be playing Latvia or they'll be playing Sweden. And I would venture to guess that most likely it's going to be USA Sweden. Unless Latvia pulls another upset. Please stop putting the puck out of play, guys. I'm hoping that I can wrap things up by 5:45. Yeah, USA putting the BTA against Germany. All right, so
Quarterfinals will take place on Wednesday, following the playoff round on Tuesday.
the quarterfinals takes place on Wednesday, following the semifinal round on Tuesday. Frozen Duckling says, I don't know if the USA can beat Sweden. It will be a good game if they play. Canada had a 6-point spread and beat it by 8. David says they just said the teams that have to play next round that win, then play the bye teams the next day. Yeah, so it means it means Team USA will have had a few days of rest against whichever team does win between Sweden and Latvia. Six and a half to go.
I also think the amount of walking they have to do from where their locker rooms are to where they come to this arena, I feel like there's a lot of foot traffic, and perhaps sometimes they're late.
All right, so now Stützle with the puck leaves it for Gowanki. Sanderson waits, takes the puck. He will stretch past it. Matthews, that is offside.
But then once the game starts, there are game locker rooms, but because there were 3 games in a day, players, coaches, staff have to shuffle around a bit. Kind of like the way that
6:04 to go to third. Please stop blowing the whistles.
I remember those days. Montreal Expos used to do it, right? They did? At the stadium? That's the way to do it.
All right, so Tage Thompson with the puck. He sends it wide.
Similar situation for backup goaltenders when entering the game. Driven in. Into your crease, yep.
That was shameful to sell out Taliabuk and ruin his shutout. Another blowing of the whistle. This better be the last commercial break. This is just to drag out how long I have to watch this game, isn't it?
This is something that I don't think anybody in the world of women's hockey would ever have expected.
The United States have advanced to the semifinal round. They will take on Sweden. Rematch of the semifinal game from 2006.
Team Sweden have nothing to lose. The Americans, they're dominating. We're having a head-to-head clash again. We got to win this game and keep pushing on.
Yeah. I thank you, Frozen Duckling. Yeah, I am very grateful to Nanoswine for the 5 and Patelron for 2 super chats that's come to a total of $100. I very much appreciate it. That definitely covering the game is the fun and all, but it is wonderful to have that support show up today. Now Clayton Keller with the puck. He moves it along. Quinn Hughes shoots wide, hoping for a rebound. Quinn Hughes waits, goes behind the net, tried to center it. Clayton Keller picks up the puck. Back to Quinn Hughes. Over to McAvoy. Tage Thompson moves it along. 5 minutes to go. Dylan Larkin got shoved to the boards. Now it will roll the other way. And now Franz Rem makes a save.
Well, I was with the Team USA women earlier today, and they are fired up for that matchup against Sweden tomorrow. And Kenny, you know this, but it's just fun to watch this youthful joy that they are playing with. They all say that there's something special about that group in the locker room. A nice blend of young players and the veteran presence of players like Kendall Coyne-Schofield and Hillary Knight and Lee Steckline, and we're looking forward to seeing them tomorrow night. And I know a number of these men are hoping to see them advance as well to that gold medal match.
Hillary Knight, a 5-time Olympian, the captain, Kendall Coyne-Schofield, and a couple of goals in the last game. And the newcomers, the first-time Olympians, have all the major factors.
All right, so Germany set up the shot from Sider, misses the net. 4:26 to go in the third. I beg of you, stop blowing that darn whistle. Yeah, they're giving Germany whatever they want.
In control, leading this game 5-1 as they look to wrap up Group C with a perfect 3-0 record. They've been going at it all night.
The broadcast isn't very clear. Who won Group B? It was Finland, right? And Germany's on the power play because Matthew Tkachuk took an unsportsmanlike conduct. Great. Slavin moves the puck ahead, gets the clear. Less than 4 minutes to go.
Successful last handful of years went hand in hand with the addition of Matthew Tkachuk becoming a Florida Panther. No doubt.
I am very close to zoning out over here. It is great that the USA is winning 5-1. At the same time, the hockey play is not exactly playoff level anymore. David says, great job running solo the last couple of days, Kyle. Gotta do work stuff. Have a great night. JT Miller blocks a shot. Out of play. 31 seconds left on the power play. 2:57 left in the third. At this rate, I'm going to run out of daylight before this game finally ends. Thanks again, David, for joining me for these past couple of days. All right, so about last 15 seconds left, and USA gets a clear. Jamie Kompon, the assistant coach for the Panthers, is an assistant for Germany. Yeah, there he is. I saw him on the Germany bench, and no, I did not recognize the name. I did not remember the name, but I recognized his McDonald's hairline. So yeah, Germany has one of the Panthers' assistant coaches. You know, because the hairline is receded to the point where he has two gigantic arches. going back along his scalp. And then he has like the one rectangular strip of hair down the middle, still jutting out. So Larkin collects the puck, and then we failed to keep it in the zone. Well, we're already under a minute to go. Less than 30 seconds to go. My salvation is almost at hand. USA's not going to quite reach 40 shots on goal in this game. All right. Here we are. It's over. The USA wins 5-1 and clinches the group and clinches a bye until the quarterfinals. So the USA will be playing the winner of the 7-10 game between Sweden and Latvia in the quarterfinals. So there you have it, folks. Mr. Krabs says, good stream, Kyle. See you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining me for the past couple of days while I've been here all alone. All alone. A big thank you to both Nano Swine for chipping in $5, and a huge thank you to Patel Ron for sending me $100 for my troubles. Thank you very much for joining me, and yeah, I believe the next time Dad and I will see you is when the quarterfinals game takes place on Wednesday, is it? All right, you all enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care now. Good night.